They were fun to show. They were. You're kidding. I thought, no, you didn't get it this year. No, it's when they I didn't get one this year.
Somebody's up at the end.
It's always
Everybody up. One guy, they just keep coming after these about the mountain.
Oh, wait, I think I might have seen that.
Like the roundhouse punches. They just keep coming after.
I don't know, but
The guy,
I'll figure it out
so
in a
funny,
second.
the guy
It's
telling
just,
us.
you know, I left, it went away and now it doesn't want to connect.
No, there's, that's mine. Yeah, that's what I meant, the other way.
It's 6:40.
Knock, knock.
Hello? It's 6:40 and we'll call the safety committee to order, please.
Okay, first thing we have, we'd like to request to purchase a 2025 Police Interceptor utility vehicle. It was included in the budget. It's to replace a police vehicle that's over 10 years old to keep the fleet updated. It's quoted for $44,876 and it's on the state contract and it's in the budget. Or we have the budget.
Will this, is this, will they be able to deliver it pretty quickly?
Yeah, I think they have it on the lot.
They've got it, okay.
I make a motion, we approve to purchase this vehicle and take it to the full board. Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any other discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes.
Second item is request to purchase a 2025 Ford F-150 for a 4x4 Super Cab truck for the public safety unit. It was included in the budget and will be used to replace a 2003 Chevy Blazer that was at the end of its service life. It also will be used for the police department to pull an enclosed trailer we have purchased through THSO grant, and also to pull the trailer when we transport the side-by-side off-road vehicle. And the price of the vehicle is $43,897, and it's on a statewide contract as well, and it was included in the budget.
That one also pretty quick.
It's on the lot.
Okay.
I make a motion that we send this before the full board as well.
Second.
Any other discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you.
Thank
All I
you.
have.
If there's nothing else to come before the safety committee, will stand adjourned.
Time is now 6:45, and I'll call the Parks and Recreation Committee meeting. And hear from Joe Harvey regarding a bid for the live performance sound system for the Park Theater.
All right, who's ready for a 5-minute crash course in acoustical and sound engineering?
All of us.
Everyone?
Just
Okay.
5 minutes.
Everyone.
So we put out to bid for a new sound system for the Park Theater. The system that's in there currently has served us well, but the original intention of it was what I refer to as a buckshot. It's kind of supposed to cover everything. Really what it's kind of built for is the cinema system. So we're actually going to keep it around to be used for that. But when we bring in, especially the touring groups and a lot of the music and the plays, they need a little more firepower, and the speakers actually need to be placed a little bit better. So that was one of the reasons we approached the Tennessee Arts Commission about a grant, which Rural Arts Facility Fund, is that one? RAFF? Yeah. Lyndon's been great in this process. So we've gotten a grant for this, and so all the money that we're spending here is going to be covered under a grant. But we did put it out to bid, and we got 3 different bids, and 3 different companies came and saw the facility. We got back 3 really good bids. Even the one bid that didn't technically meet all the requirements was a solid bid. But the one we ended up going with is one that we've actually seen in-house before. The Show Pro bid, we've seen this system. It's been used for the Lori Morgan show, recently for the Daily Vincent show, and all the way back to the Ronnie Millsap show. So seeing a system in action is something that is really hard to beat. The other thing that system provides that the other ones don't is the ability for the speakers to be raised and lowered for maintenance and repair, which was a huge feature. But we gave the bidders the option to include that or not. They were the only ones that did include it. And the ability to do that just in equipment alone is at least a $4,000 feature. So that can cover a lot of the difference between the prices. There's also some acoustical things in there as far as the front fills that were offered by Show Pro rather than the Romeo music had a little bit of a wider spread, which is going to help for the front fills that we're going to do down front. But like I said, the other big thing is the Show Pro system also includes speakers and amplifiers that are made by the same manufacturer, which allows for DSP that's specifically intended for that amplifier to power that speaker, which will hopefully help us avoid any overpowering or mispowering, which is the main way you actually blow speakers. It's not turning them up too loud, it's the power, not the wrong amount of power being sent to it. So we really like that feature on it. And
You're getting over our head now.
yeah, sorry. I didn't want to go too deep into it, but I just wanted to let you know we do have. I know we went with not the lowest bid, but there was a lot of reasons for that. So I think it's about a little over $7,000 difference. Yeah. So this is my suggestion to you. And with this grant, it's actually a little different than a lot of grants where instead of being reimbursed, we're actually going to, once we get the approval from you guys, we will request it from the Arts Commission, and then we will have it put into our account and pay for it to do that. So
How much is the grant for?
88.7.
Yeah, that's the grant in its entirety. So it more than covers in this, and what we're hoping to do with the last little bit is actually get a updated soundboard and move our current soundboard as the monitor console, which you normally keep it on the side of the stage. If you go to a concert, you'll see 2 soundboards, one out of front of house and one side stage that's operating just the monitors. We don't currently have one of those, and we get asked for that a decent amount, and it'll be a good way to use what we currently have, keep it up and running, but also update the one at front of house before it, inevitably fails. So, because all equipment will eventually fail. But yeah, any questions?
I think you covered it.
All right, I did my best.
That's awesome. I love that.
Since it's paid for by a grant, I will recommend vote to recommend for the full board that we purchase the most expensive package.
And I second. Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes.
Thank you for your time. Sorry I have expensive taste. But I do want to let you guys know that a lot of good things come to the Park Theater down here in case you haven't looked at our schedule. This week, we've got the first time partnering with the high school drama department. They're coming in to do a musical of Goosebumps. It'll be Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Get your tickets to that. And then we have a large slate of shows coming in the spring. So a lot of things we're really, really excited about. And yeah, we look forward to seeing you at the Park Theater.
Thank you, Joe.
Thank you.
Anything else for Parks and Recreation? If not, we will stand adjourned.
And that just keeps everybody from getting in a tangled up mess.
It says it goes out with all the big packages,
I've done it. It's hard.
and it commits the successful bidder to negotiate a contract to carry the successful bid
It's 6:55. We will open a public hearing to hear comments regarding a budget amendment to the 25-26 fiscal year budget in accordance with TCA Code 6-56-206. If anyone wishes to address the board in this regard, please step to the podium and state your name for the record and sign in. Hearing no comments, we will consider this public hearing closed. It's 7 o'clock. We will call to order this regularly scheduled meeting of the McMinnville City Board, Mayor and Aldermen. The first item on the agenda is roll call.
Sally Brock,
Present.
Deidre Dunlap,
Present.
Steve Harvey,
Here.
Rachel Kirby,
Here.
Carrie Morton,
Here.
Carrie Youngblood's absent, Mayor Chastain.
Present. The second item on the agenda is the consent agenda, which includes minutes from the December 9th regular session. I'll entertain a motion to approve the items as read with the exception of item D, which we will move to another meeting. There are some bid and contractual things that we're still looking at, and that's not ready just yet.
I'll make a motion that we accept the minutes.
Second.
We'll have a motion and a second by Ms. Dunlap and Ms. Kirby. Any questions or discussion? Hearing none, we'll call for the vote.
Sally Brock,
Yes.
Deidre Dunlap,
Aye.
Steve Harvey,
Yes.
Rachel Kirby,
Yes.
Carrie Morton,
Yes.
Mayor Chastain.
Aye, motion passes. Item 3 is recognition of visitors. If anyone wishes to address the board, come on up and state your name for the record.
Hello, everybody. I want to introduce myself. I am Jennifer Woods. I am the new president of the Chamber of Commerce. And I came to visit before just to get a lay of the land and wanted to get a little more experience under my belt. And we're doing great things and staying busy at the Chamber. And I also want to just say thank you to the city for everything you've done for our organization and for the city. I did leave some information with you. We are having our Chamber Quarterly Luncheon next week. Everybody is invited. We have, where members can participate for 20 and non-members for 25 with Larry Stone, broadcaster, Falls Radio Network personality. And I also left you our brand new 2026 Warren County Chamber magazine that I'm super excited about. It's been a couple of years since we've had one updated, and so I'm just thrilled that this is available for everybody. And we have more things on the agenda, 2 ribbon cuttings this month, one on the 23rd, one on the 29th. More exciting things coming down the pike, hopefully in early spring that I'm working on now. So I'm trying to get my ducks in a row. But please feel free to reach out to me anytime. My cell is on the business card. Text me, phone me. Check out our Facebook, social media, or our website. And I am also working on updating that as well. So just stay tuned for the great things that are happening with the Chamber. Does anybody have any questions or anything like that?
Glad you're here.
Well, I'm excited, yes. So, thank you for your time.
Thank you.
All right,
Thank
thanks.
We had sent our last quarterly report that went from October through December for y'all's review. If anyone has any questions, a few things that I will say that happened in the past 3 days that were not included on there. We're lining up a pilot review session. So upon my arrival, we've had a pilot agreement with the city and the county so that when we have companies come in, we have a matrix that we go by. As long as they fit the matrix, then we go on with pilots. And so we're gonna have a review session in February. We'd love any of the aldermen who have interest and want to be included to come sit in on that working session. We're just gonna go through the entire contract and look at the pilot and the policies and the matrix and scoring and make sure everybody's in agreement on those. So that'll be later in February. And then our brag grant, I mentioned it I think last time, those have been approved and we are in the contracting process on that. The IDB has applied for one as well as the city applying for another property. And so we're very excited to get those underway. But that's, and then the wage and benefit survey, the last one that was done in Middle Tennessee or in Tennessee was 2023. They normally do them every 2 years, but they held off. So we have been in contact with all of our industry across the county, gotten all that information updated, and so they will be starting, Middle Tennessee Industrial Development and MTSU will be starting the survey in March. And that's where we'll get all wage and benefit information. It's all held confidentially, and then it's rolled into a big report, so that way our employers can use it to make sure they're being competitive with others in the area. Our goal is to get enough companies within our county this time that we can get a sell report with coffee. We're wanting to to group with coffee to have one big report of just our two counties instead of like 14 with the Upper Cumberland, because we have a lot of overlapping job skills. So that's our big update. Anybody has any questions? Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Wendy.
The next item on the agenda is petitions. There are none. Item 5 is discussion items. Does anyone have anything for the board this evening? Hearing none. Item 6 is action items. There are none. Item 7 is recognition of employees and departmental reports.
I'll let y'all know, middle of December, Mr. Heath Collins decided that he would retire. And he retired on the 18th of December, and Heath was here roughly 30 years, doing a great job for the city, and we have filled his position with Mr. Stephen Titsworth. Stephen's been with the city for about 24 years. Close to 25. He's doing a great job. He's filling that position, and he'll do a great job. Just want to introduce him to you.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Justin, nothing? Mr.
Count on
Main?
you, Justin.
Mr. Main, do you have anything?
I guess we have an update on the Martin Luther King Jr. Day. You know, we discussed that at the last meeting and the possibility of closing the street or not for that event. And it will be closed from 10 to 11. So I think at 9:30 it starts, right? Meeting at the Bernard Gym parking lot. I don't know all the details, but the street will be closed. That's the main point I wanted to make. Main Street will be closed from 10 to 11. So just wanted to follow up on that. And that's all I have.
Mr. Purtle?
Nothing.
All right. If there's nothing else to come before the board, we'll stand adjourned. Thank you.